Welcome to Financial Edge by Honest Accounting Group. I'm Enoch Garcia, QuickBooks Advisor and Lead Accountant at Honest Accounting Group. If you need help with bookkeeping, QuickBooks, or cash flow management, please visit honestaccountinggroup.com to schedule a free consultation. You can also find me on LinkedIn under Enoch Garcia. Now let's get started. So once you've logged on to QuickBooks Online, so as you can see here, I have a sample account. Okay, but to make a partial payment, we're going to go to sales and invoices. And I'm going to select one of these invoices for our example. So I'm going to use this one here for $954.75. And I'm going to hit receive payment. Okay, so here we have the customer name. Here we have the amount received. And this is what we're going to manipulate and change. So here we're going to record the payment. We select the payment date. This is the date that you hypothetically received the check in the mail. So let's just say check 123. The payment method was a check. And here's your undeposited funds. This acts as your cash drawer per se before you make the deposit in the bank account. Okay, so here once we have the the invoice, we'll select $500. Let's say that this is what we received. So as you can see, it updates here and it updates here. So the current balance is $954, but we only received $500. Okay, so we have everything up to date. Let's hit record and close. And now we can see that the invoice has been partially paid and there's $454.75 due because we received $500. Let's do another example. Let's go to receive payment again for this next invoice. And let's follow the same process. We received it today. It was a check 456. And we received another $500 for this, partially paid. Okay, and make sure that it's deposited to undeposited funds. Let's record and close. Okay, so what's happened now is that we received the checks as we did in the mail, hypothetically, or given to us by hand, but it has not been deposited into the bank account. Therefore, we use that undeposited funds account. Once we make the deposit in the bank account, we go to new bank deposit. And since we have two different clients that gave us those two checks, now we have these two checks selected, and hypothetically we made the deposit today, same day, or on the 23rd, or any other day that you made the actual deposit. Okay, so these are the two checks that we received and the two checks that we deposited, totaling $1,000, and we're depositing it in QuickBooks to the checking account. Okay, so now let's hit save and close. So now what's going to happen is we have a bank deposit of $1,000, two partial payments, and when we go to bank transactions and we see our bank feed, just as we see here that the received amounts are loaded, we would see on 5/23 a deposit for $1,000, and since we made the received payment and we made the deposit, it'll auto match. So all you would have to do is hit auto match. Let's see if there's any suggested matches here. None. Okay, but it will say auto match, and then you just hit match and you're done. You go to your next transactions. That is how you mark the invoices as partially paid and how you make the deposit properly.